Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Hey, check Mega!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. You look at this Bears defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Strike! Strike!
They'll try the left side. It's Patton, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Ready.
He completes it to Evans. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Not the start they envisioned. Looks like a 3 and out. And for a team that hasn't won a game in a while, that's tough.
And what we have to look out for and keep an eye on is the same thing that their coaches are doing. Wanting to see if guys are going to get discouraged early and sag because of what's happened in the recent losing streak. Can they stay with it despite a tough first drive?
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Here we go, son. Hey, going up right here.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be returned from deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Fields. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Fields. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Wilkins. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
What the fuck you doing there running back?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They're going to run it with their receiver, Evans. Now he's loose at the 40. Now look out. He's to the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. We're used to seeing big plays from him in the passing game. That'll obviously go as a rushing touchdown, and what a rushing touchdown it was.
And you got to think to yourself that this coaching staff has looked at his playmaking ability and said to themselves, why are we just going to throw it to him? Let's double his touches and make him a big part of the run game. That big playability, it was at the forefront on that one.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Now Fields.
What was that?
Defense loses him. It's complete. Look at the big fella go.
Well, it's probably that.
Touchdown Bears. A big play there. 89 yards. And the Bears are able to add on to that lead. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
After one, 17-7 is our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Red, yellow. White.
Operating from the gun, Silver. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's still on his feet. He may go. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what, 3rd down, all you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play, and what a change of fortunes.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now. The field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And it's intercepted. How about this? And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Blue strike. Blaster, sink. Red cycle. Check cut.
Operating from the gun. Silver. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Down.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Silver. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here we go, son.
This is 2nd and 8. Fields changing the play. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bears first down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
First down, Bears.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Hey, Ken. Extend.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Oh, they're plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On play action, Fields. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a good play, but he could not pull it in. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Fields. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Set. Ready.
2nd and 10.
43 rail. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Silver. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Striker. 3-3. Hut, hut.
Back to throw again. Able to hit his target Lamb. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Taken right around the 44. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
97. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Silver. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. There he goes, right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Go now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
38.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Chest steal.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Did you really
call that a loss of 6 yards? And it's 3rd down now.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Over the middle, complete. It's Montgomery. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Ready up. Fury, yellow. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Steel, black. Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. Evans in motion.
Ready.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Silver. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well,
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Hey, 551,
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down, Chicago.
touch right.
Right back to him on first down. Able to slither by. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now Fields going to move him around.
Monday.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Touchdown!
Bro.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
No gain on the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Let's go now. Chop, 17. Ready.
Looking to throw. Silver. Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Throwing on first down. Silver under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Up the middle they go. It's Patton, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30.
By the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really all. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
Go, take it to the house.
Down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Silver. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The defense Bears rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Up front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
52 blaster. Ready?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Chicago, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Dallas, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Mm.